Okay, Bug-Eye Bob back here. This week we are going to make use of the die set that I made last week to try to bend some ribs into some patch panel pieces. Fair warning, this is all based on theory. I've worked for companies who did sheet metal work, laboratory case work, office furniture desk, things like that. Kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, but I'm not an engineer, so it's kind of crude and ugly looking. But it's going to be hidden in the trunk, so if it's crude and ugly looking, as long as it's put ribs in, that's probably good enough. So let's take a look at what we got to work with. We have the bottom die, a die piece that's hopefully pressed down into there. We have a flat that can go across the top and force it down to the right depth. We have the bottom piece, we have the top piece that goes on top, and we have the metal that goes in between. And you'll notice that I've drilled holes in it to match the holes in the die plates. So let's put this puppy together. And I'm using an anvil because it will fit right between where the bolts go, and the bolts have to be on there to hold everything together, keep the sheet metal in place the way we want it, and do that sort of stuff. So let us assemble this. One bolt. I'm hoping that 4 bolts will be enough to keep the metal in place and not allow it to twist and bend up into pretzel shapes. All right, so much for that. Now then, here comes the fun part. I wonder what would happen if I took one of these. Now theoretically, when this plate is at the same height as this is, that should be pressed down in there just right. When all else fails, try a bigger hammer. All right. Ouch. Let's see what we got here, folks. All right, let's unscrew this thing. So, there's what we ended up with. This is what we want to replace. Pretty close. It's a little round on this side for some reason. Huh. Wonder why I did that. But I'll bet you, yeah, I hit down harder on this side than I did on that side. This is why it would be nice to have a hydraulic press to do this with. Let's squirt it up a little bit. All right, for my next test, I am going to try using the air hammer. Let us take this apart. Well, they're not perfect, but they're ribs, and I suspect using a better die piece here would give us better results. So the question is, do I want to cut a piece of stock out and do that? I only need 7 of the damn things. Let me make one more. Well, I was going to try to toss another one down in here, but if I do that, I run into the bolt hole here and this piece here, and this is good enough to use, so I don't think we're going to do that. But maybe, let's try something different here. Let's try a different kind of sandwich. The purpose of this test, get you around here where you can see what the hell I'm doing a little bit better. These two were opened on that end. This one is not open. So what I want to know is, will this make a better rib or not? Turn that to right about there. Let's turn this around this way. First off, so that I have some support underneath the whole damn die set. Well, I think the answer on that is no, unless you've got more support out in this way, in this area, because even though that bend in there and that rib, it still pulled it down. So I think I can Yeah, I think the way to do this is to use a hydraulic press, have the end cut off. If you're going to do a draw where it's closed on the end like this is, then you're going to need support out past the end your die is going to have to be bigger and basically have that cut out in it so that it grabs and holds the metal all the way around. Because that right there ain't doing it, friend. Yep, that's the answer. These two didn't turn out too bad. The first one actually turned out the best, I think. It got the deepest draw. All right, folks. Turn around here. There we are. 2 ribs. Match the profile pretty good. This is shallower. It's from the passenger area floor pan. I can't do an exact press, but you look right there. And that matches the original pretty damn good, I think. Is it perfect? No. Is it concourse quality? Hell no. All right. So, as a half-assed homemade die set for 18 gauge cold rolled steel, I'm calling that a success. This is the longest in any piece I need, and I'll be able to cut these out, weld them into the patch panels. What can I say? If you got better equipment, you can build a better die piece than I did. I got my angles off just a little bit. This one here is a little bit less steep than this one. So that's why these aren't perfectly the same. You got better equipment, more time, you can do better. I encourage you to. But I encourage you also to try making shit like this. If you wanted somebody to make you one of these dies, you're probably looking at $500, I'm guessing. It would be perfect, but that's $500 I ain't got. So this is going to be good enough for that car, because that car ain't ever going to be concourse quality unless you go out and buy every goddamn piece on it brand new and have an expert assemble it and spend well over $100,000 to do it. It's going to be drivable. It's going to be unique. It's going to be fun. And I hope that it encourages other people to take on projects like this, do some crazy stuff like make your own die sets, and have an absolutely fantastic, wonderful life. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to Patreon, join up at $4 a month or what the hell ever it is. Cheap. Helps pay for things. Really doesn't pay for much of anything, but it helps. And if I get 100 people that are giving $4 a month, that means that I can buy more materials to fix the car with. If I get 20, I can buy more materials to fix the car. If I get 2, I can buy more materials to fix the car with. All help is greatly appreciated. If you don't want to go over to Patreon and sign up over there, I understand. There's a link down below for PayPal. You can make a one-time donation to buy me a cup of coffee. You can make a recurring donation to buy me a cup of coffee. All help is greatly appreciated. Okay. I think that does it for this video. You folks have a blessed life. Bug-Eye Bob, over and out. Bug-Eye Bob, over and out.